Hey, what's up guys, it is Suka or Sam here and welcome back to the channel guys, and today I'm really excited to bring you guys a brand new commentary video where we're going to be talking a little bit about schools and how you can actually get started with studying to game development. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button down below to make sure that you show some support on the video, and also leave a comment down below stating what you think of this video, and if you have your own tips and tricks for people that are getting into school, or if you have studied yourself and you want to share some of your stories. And if you have your questions, you can also say them down below and we will be responsive in the community as we always are. And with that being said, let's roll in the intro. Alrighty guys, so I hope you all have been enjoying your day so far. I personally went to work and then came back. I was getting a little bit sick, but now I'm back on roll and I'm making more videos for you guys. And like I said guys, in today's video we're going to be talking a little bit more about schools and how you can actually get started with studying. And this is obviously going to be an open discussion, so don't think that I'm just going to give you guys facts. These are just from my experiences. And in order to join the discussion, it's fairly simple. You can actually just leave your comments down below because our community is always responsive anyway. And first and foremost, I just want to get one really fairly obvious thing out of the way so that we actually skip focusing on it. Game development is huge and you really should spend some time onto picking your subject specifically. And why am I saying this? Well, because I've seen a lot of people, especially those who are going to start their university studies this summer coming up or whatever it might be, that are like, well, I'm gonna study game development and I'm going to generally study game development. And it's like, well, you have to pick something specific in order to make sure that you're able to focus. And not only that, but I don't even believe that there are any specific programs, lines or schools or whatever that allow you to do everything at once, because you have to learn something specific and then build your next career or your future career depending on those interests that you have spent your time into when you were studying in university. Because if you were to study literally everything like 3D modeling, animating, character design, whatever you can come up with in terms of game development, because once again game dev is huge, like it's a huge tree with many different branches that you have to pick through. And if you were to like learn everything that is located on this tree, if you were to study the entire tree, it would take a lot of time. And honestly, the only problem here is not the fact that you don't have enough time in your life to actually spend on to everything, but it's also because you won't be remotely as good as it's required in the branch for you to actually get a job through one of these specific positions. Because you can't work at a game studio as someone who's literally doing everything in the game studio. That would just make a mess. And here's probably my biggest point for this video, to be honest with you guys. If you don't know what you want to be, and if you don't know what you want to actually work with, and this doesn't only go for game dev, but it actually goes for any kind of branch, and if you're not sure what you want to be, think before acting so that you don't make a mistake and then quit high school and then have to restart at a new program or whatever you might want to study this time. And I still don't study, partially because of this reason. Like in my book, it's more like better late than sorry, instead of actually making the mistake and then restarting over again. And honestly, you have the biggest opportunity ever right after you graduate from college, because all these works are looking for people if you're actually searching for one, and you get time to actually travel, you get time to listen to yourself a little bit, and honestly just had this time to actually pick what you want to become in the future of your life, or like the rest of your life. And IMO, it's so much better to throw away 3 years of your life or even 4 years of your life to actually think of what you want to become, work a little bit, gain some money, get all your stuff together, like get your life together, and then actually pick something rather than throwing 5 years in high school to become something that you're gonna be unhappy with. And to be a little bit more specific to this topic especially, game dev is huge. Like I said earlier, we all know that game dev is huge because there are so many branches like we talked about. There's this tree and then you have many different branches you want to pick through, and you get to pick one, or maybe you get to pick two, like depending on how many interests you are actually investing into here. So instead of jumping onto a random road that you're not gonna be very satisfied with, just take your time and think through it. Also, if you're already in school, you're already in university or even college, it doesn't really matter. Do more stuff at home than what you do at school so you don't get left with the basics. Because I do remember my college times when I was studying this IT branch, and oh my goodness, was it so, like, it was just atrocious because we were literally just learning the basics, and I thought, hey, you know, you're gonna learn the basics in college, it's fine, and then you're gonna get to learn it in university. And a friend of mine starts at university right when I graduate from college, and she's like, well, you know, we're not really learning anything advanced here neither, because she was on the same path as me, right? She was studying computer or IT, and then she started studying computer engineering, which was in a very good university in Sweden too. Like, we have good universities in Sweden, so I'm not blaming on them, I'm not blaming on the courses, but they are very basic. And trust me guys, like before college, if I was not programming since I was like what, 11, 12 years old, I would not have made it out of college with as good grades as I did in terms of programming. And I'm not saying that you should have necessarily been coding since you were just a little kid. I'm just saying that if you're starting at university, college, whatever, and you're gonna study something relevant to programming or anything in the game industry branch, you should focus at home as well. Because even if you're in college or university and you get straight A's from your IT subjects, let's call them that, if you get A's from your programming, web development and all this kind of stuff, you're still going to be left with the basics because that's what you're studying for. So if you don't try to develop yourself, nobody is going to take your hand and develop you. So you either do it by yourself and don't really trust only what you're getting from your college and university, or else you're just not going to be relevant in the market. Speaking of relevance guys, you should also always try to build yourself a name online so you get to show your stuff to others. And it's not just for show off, but it's also for getting feedback and showing the market that you're actually relevant and you're somebody who exists who can actually show out their stuff to other people. Because let me tell you this way, your grades aren't going to sell you good enough for the market to pick you up in a good company with a good payment or whatever it might be. A game studio is not going to see you because you have just good grades. They also look for talent, they also look for skills, and they want you to be able to be a good developer who's going to follow the necessities that are given by the company. Because grades, I mean, almost anyone can get them, right? Like maybe I'm not gonna get as good grades as you because you're probably better than me at school. But if I work smarter than you and I build myself a name, I'm going to be more relevant than you in the market. And I'm not saying that you should have like 100,000 followers on Instagram. That's not the requirements, right? What I'm pointing at mainly here is the fact that you should be able to sell your stuff and sell yourself to the company you want to work with, whether it's a game studio or IT department or whatever. You just want to be able to sell yourself there so that they can see you and see you specifically. You want to make sure that you stick out. And this might not be very highly connected to studying process of your school life, but hey, a lot of people have been, you know, studying to game development or whatever, and they've been jobless or workless for many years. So I decided that I would throw this point into my video too. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't studied university, I haven't gone out of university or graduated or whatever you call it. See, I don't even know what you call it. But my point here is the fact that I have experience from working in the branch as a freelancer, and I know how you can sell your products to other people before they actually necessarily search for it. Speaking of which, it's a very good way for you to actually sell yourself into the branch if you want to get into it while you're at school or even after school. Freelancing is a very good way. It's a hard branch, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's a very hard branch, but it's, you know, with the difficulty there also comes the prize. Anyway guys, those are my 2 cents pretty much on this topic. I hope you all enjoyed your times, and I want to thank you for watching the video, and I also want to thank you for actually all the support on my channel lately. And we are growing in the community, which makes me very happy to see. And with that being said, I also want to say that we are actually going to have some giveaways and game jams coming up on the channel. I know I've been promising this for a while now, but you know, the more the channel grows, the more we're capable of doing this kind of stuff. And now that we have reached 25,000 subscribers plus, which is still insane to me, we're so much more capable than ever. And guys, in order to not miss the news on the channel, especially this giveaway and the game jams that are coming up and new content obviously, make sure to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I upload a new video. Follow me on Twitter at SaiKuSam, the link will be in the description down below. Also leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and make sure to state your opinions and your own tips and tricks and experiences, etc. in the comment section down below. Our community is always lovely and very newbie friendly, so if you're new to the channel, you're always welcome there as well. And with that being said guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the comments. See you guys, peace out.